This is a story about the time I should have died. I shouldn't be here right now, but I am. And I want to tell you the story about this. Happened, I'm 23. Happened when I was 18. At the end of 2020, November 28th at 3:25 p.m. on the side of the highway. I want to express where I was first. That year after high school, I went down a bad path, right? I could take you senior year of high school. I graduated, COVID hit. I was an entrepreneur still. I got laid off from my job. I was working as a server, just like I am now, while I build the business out. I was doing the same stuff, but different business. I was in a lawn business and I was day trading, and I was trying to figure out my way. I knew I wasn't going to college, but I was lost. I really was. I was genuinely trying to figure out myself, and I didn't know even what being a man really meant. And so I'm smoking every day. I'm drinking. I'm taking acid, shrooms. I'm lost, right? Porn, video games. I'm really lost. And I know this because I have photos. I was going back through my Snapchat. I lived it. I know I lived it, but honestly, all of school seems like a blur because I kind of lived like that through high school. Now, I'm not saying I was depressed or suicidal, but you would think how my actions were, you would think I was. So coming out of high school, I just felt really lost, dude. I knew I wasn't going to college. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to make money and build a business. COVID hit, everybody was forced inside, and I was going outside knocking on doors on lawn businesses. During that time, in the holiday season like it was now, during that week of Thanksgiving, one of my homeboys came through. He was living in Austin at the time. And he invited me back, right? He was going to school in Austin. He invited me back and he was like, bro, it'd be a good time. We can chill. I got my own place. We can go out. It's like, all right, bet. I pack my bags. I let them know, hey, going down to Austin. And I got in my car. He got in his car. We drove. Of course, my bags had my weed stuff in it. Of course, I was high, driving like always. I didn't go anywhere without being high. And, we get about an hour to, whatever in, halfway there, we stop eating. We stop at a spot, we eat some grub, then we get back on the road. By this point, it's wet, it's rainy. I'm in my Chevy Tahoe, 2004. It's a black Chevy Tahoe. It was a hand-me-down. My parents gave me that car. And my dad constantly told me, Aiden, be careful, son. I've hydroplaned in this car before. It is top heavy. I've spun around and did a 360 in the highway. He told me that. I'm like, all right, bet. I got you. He constantly told me. I'm in the left lane of the highway, right? We're going 70, 80 miles an hour. Just flow of traffic. I'm not speeding. I'm not doing any of that. Turn on my blinker. I get up and over, just like I was taught back when I was 16 and learning how to drive for the first time. Go up and over. There's an 18-wheeler right here. I hit a slick spot. I remember losing control of the wheel, seeing the 18-wheel on my shoulder, trying to gain back control, and then everything flashed. It all feels like a blur. Kind of closed my eyes, spun out, took another car out. I missed the 18-wheeler. The 18-wheeler missed me, I guess. Took another car out, though, and I hit the median on the right side, from the left side of the 4-lane highway all the way to the right side. That's 70 miles an hour or so. I hit it dead on. My car spins and hits the driver's side on that median, and the median had a hill right on the other side. I have photos. I could show you. Maybe I have a video too that I took the morning after. And so the crash settles, right? The car stops moving. I get jerked and it stops. I do one of these. Shit, what happened? Adrenaline through the roof. Through the roof. And my car is facing the opposite side of the highway. My door's stuck on the median, and I'm looking dead at the other car that I hit that's facing me, who I took out. It was a woman and a man. So I climb over the passenger side, over the dash to the passenger door. I open up and I get out the car. I immediately go to that other car. Are you guys okay? Yes. We just got really scared. Their car wasn't damaged. I must have, I don't even know how I took them out. I don't know. They were shooken though. They were shaking, especially the girl. The guy asked me if I was all right. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. It's still raining, it's still wet. I'm looking at my car and I'm just thinking like, fuck. My parents are gonna kill me. Get in my car, I had a guitar case. Same guitar is sitting right over there. I had a guitar case, the guitar in it, my weed stuff in it, and I had a couple bags that I was taking down to Austin. Get it all out the car. A police officer is coming by. He sees the wreck and he pulls over. He asks, is everything okay? Are you okay? I tell him what happens. I told him I hydroplaned. And, we do a little talk. He's like, all right, we need to get you off the highway and call a tow truck. And we're going to get this going. The firefighters came, the fire truck came, the tow truck came. He wrote his report. He said, get in my car. Okay. I'm honestly worried there's a dog in the car and it's going to smell my weed stuff. Because that would really seriously be bad for me. If he looked through my bags and he found some paraphernalia and I was DUI, and I'm sure it wouldn't have gone the way it did. My head was thinking straight to jail, buddy. Because he wrote me a ticket. He let me get in the front side of the car, the cop car, put my suitcase and stuff in the back. He drove me off the highway. I exchanged information with the people. They were okay. Got back in their car and they left. I don't even think they, filed a claim or anything. They just like, dude, this guy's going through it. And so I get taken off the highway. I get in the cop car. Never been in a cop car before. My first time ever being in a cop car, and I was scared to death about the paraphernalia in my bag. My buddy was driving half a mile behind me, and he sees a wreck, and I call him, right? I call him as I'm leaving the scene, and I'm like, yo, bro, just got in a wreck. He's like, no way, dude. That was you? Like, yeah, bro, that was me. Can you come pick me up? He's like, yeah, man, where are you? I'm on the side of the highway. Cop pulled me, took me down. I'm over here. Send the location, dude. All right, cool. It's my guy. Picked me up. Cop wrote me a ticket for speeding. I don't know how he saw me speeding. I wasn't speeding, but apparently I was. Wrote me a ticket and sent me on my way. Got in my buddy's car, went down to Austin. I did not tell my parents. I did not want to. That was the thing I was fearing the most, was calling my parents and tell them I almost died and I wrecked the car they gave me. The second car they gave me. I didn't even tell y'all about the first car that I wrecked when I was 15 and I really didn't even have my license. Another story. So we drive down to Austin, get to his place. Guess what? I walked away. I was just thinking. I walked away with that unscathed, dog. Unscathed. Not injured one bit besides a little whiplash. Did that really just happen? Did I really just walk away from that? I guess it's time to go smoke some more weed. Hey, bro, you got a plug around? Yeah? That's exactly what I did. I bought an eighth, and I got baked. Baked that night. Walked around Austin for a little bit. Austin, Texas. That's where I was. And, you know, that was the night. We didn't go party. We didn't go do any of that. Just stayed inside and smoked my brains out. God protects the broken. Bro, God protects the person who doesn't even deserve it. Like I said, I was a stupid kid. I was already doing stupid things with my life, and I should have died. I didn't deserve God's grace, and he still gave it to me. And then I still abused it. I still wasted my life. I still went to my old patterns of escapism. I didn't pray to God. I didn't thank him. It didn't even cross my mind. First thing that went to my mind was self-preservation and self-comfort. I didn't even tell my parents. I didn't even think about how they would actually need to know that their son just left this earth almost. Their car was just taken away. I was numb, dude. I was numb. I was broken. I was down and out and delusional about what I was gonna do. I was just going through all these thoughts in my head like, dang, I guess I could buy another truck. I can take a subway home. I can do this and that. I had a couple grand saved. It's like $4,500 saved. And it was in my trading account because I was trying to trade and then all this other stuff. And like, bro, thought about the lawn business because I had a lawn business. I told you. How am I gonna? I used to stuff my lawnmower in the back of the truck, my dad's lawnmower in the back of the truck, and haul it around to like 8 to 10 houses throughout the week. And so I waited till next morning. I gave my parents a call. They thought I was joking at first. And they were like, they got pissed. You know, yelling through the phone. They said, we'll be there. We'll pick you up. Couple hours out. Dad picks me up. I take a video. I just got in a wreck, okay? Wreck. I'm not gonna discuss it. But my car's pretty fucked. Okay? But you know what? I'm still happy as hell, man. Life is still good. I still went down to Austin. I had a good time, man. All right. You can choose, bro. You can choose to be happy in any situation, my G. It's up to you. All right. Like, that was going back to my last video, man. I said I wasn't choosing. Even when you have every reason, you can still choose, bro. Just like that, man. Totaled my car and moved on. Come on, greater things now. Once that thing disappeared, that leaves more room in your life to put new opportunities in.
Okay, I know it's really shaky. I'm walking fast. My parents, they're not happy with me. They came down here and picked me up in Austin. Man, I was cool to stay a few days, man. I was just gonna take the bus, get a car, get a truck, make it home. Oh shit. They're not happy, so I wouldn't be either. Wait, but I am. It's a choice. I better not hit them with this. This is a choice shit, though. I'm gonna let them be unhappy for now.
I'm delusional in this video, talking about how I'm happy still, talking about how I'm good still, talking about how happiness is a choice. Bro, I just almost ended my life. Bro, I didn't have the emotional capacity to handle that, and I was high. I was still smoking, and I continued that habit for the next couple years. I was numbing, escapism, bad. I went deeper down the rabbit hole after that. The truth is, I was blessed with grace. The truth is, God blesses you with grace, even when you don't deserve it. He gives you warnings in a way, and if you don't heed them, you're gonna eventually keep repeating the same stuff over and over again. You heard the saying, first it's a feather, then it's a brick, then it's a truck. I got the truck. I got the tow truck. Because I repeated the same cycles. I told you I crashed a car before. Now, I don't know if that crash, that hydroplane, was my fault. I don't know if I could have prevented it. But I do know I was living in the same habits as the same kid who crashed the first one. That was my wake-up call. I've had many wake-up calls in the past. That was one big one. That was my second to nearest death that I had. No, the nearest. The first one wasn't nearly as bad. Second one was worse, way, way worse. Getting in that cop car scared the death out of me. Having the weed on me in the cop car, knowing if he found it, it was my bowl, and I had some, and it was just like, bro, if like he found it, dude, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. And I still went back to the same habits, dude. I didn't listen for years. Just now, I'm almost a year clean from smoking. And I smoked for the last 7 years, daily. Pothead, daily. I graduated high school in 2020 when I was 18. I'm 23 now. I started when I was like 15, 16 years old, smoking some weed, bro. And then it just got worse and worse and worse. And different drugs and everything. And I kept that habit up until about 8, 9, 10 months ago. Didn't pray. Tried to get in the Bible a little bit afterwards, but it just, I gave it up. Went back to my old ways, my old habits. I'm alive now, right? I'm standing here, and I refuse to waste the breath that God gave me. I'm here now, and my mission is to serve. My mission is to help other men, lost souls like mine, rebuild their life, because I was fit. I had a six-pack. I played varsity soccer, and I still was numb. I can run miles. I was in cross country in varsity. I pushed myself in the gym, yet I was still numb. I still did a bunch of stupid things. I still did a bunch of drugs. I still hung out with the wrong crowd. I still went down a wrong path, and I was chasing validation from a broken world. A broken world. Some of you are in that position, the exact same position I was, and I want to tell you, you don't have to stay there, brother. You don't. You can change today. You don't have to stay where you are. You are not stuck. God will save you. He will step in. But you have to call on the power that created the universe. You have to call on him. You can't just expect to put in no work, no action, and expect your life to change. This year, my life changed because I committed to myself. I put pressure on myself. I raised the standard to another level. I refused to repeat the same patterns over and over and over. Generational patterns, G. I shouldn't be here today, boys. But I am here. And I refuse to waste any more time. I hope this message resonated with you. My name's Aidenhatchett. I'm a fitness coach, builder of man. If you want to get in contact with me, you can use the link down below to schedule a call. I'm always posting on my Instagram. Boys, I love you. I want to see you do good. I want to see you excel. I want to see you be the man God called you to be. I'll see you on the next video. Stay dangerous. Bye for now.